Well, you say, shaking yourself. Guess this is what we came here for. If we've come this far, we might as well see it through. With great caution, the two of you approach a bend in the passage and slowly peek around the corner. A large cavern lies before you. Gold coin lie in heaps on the sandy floor. Gems sparkle in every color of the rainbow over the entire floor. Heavy silver bricks are stacked in great mounds near the walls. You breathe, your breath is taken away by the vast treasure, far more treasure than any person could ever use in a lifetime. My apologies, Laris, you say. I thought you were exaggerating, but you were not. It does seem that the world's treasure is here. At last, reason returns to both of you. You were so dazzled by the treasure, you failed to notice some other details of the cavern. 2-inch iron bars protect the treasure. They would be impossible to break. The only opening in the barrier is a small iron door with an unusual keyhole, shaped like a cross, with a diamond at each end. Carrick, look at this, all the statues. Don't they look odd? You noticed a number of statues standing around the iron bars. Some of them actually clutch the bars in their hands. The statues are remarkably lifelike. They are humans, halfling, elves, and even a dwarf. Both of you move closer, marveling at the workmanship of the statues. They are very lifelike. You're right, Laris. Look at their expressions. More than half wear expressions of horror on their faces. Many have raised hands as though protecting themselves from danger. What kind of sculptor could have created such strange figures? Suddenly, a terrible thought enters your mind. Laris, you ask. You think these statues were not sculpted? Maybe they were living beings who were turned to stone. Remember the words written in the entrance? Watch the water that is not water, and beware the basilisk. I think we've stumbled into the basilisk lair. The fate of the statues, who were once living beings, is now clear. Any unfortunate enough to look into the eyes of a basilisk instantly turned to stone. There's no escape. What can we do to protect ourselves? Asked the halfling wildly. I don't want to be a statue. Quickly, you think of all you know about the dreadful creatures. A basilisk is a reptilian monster, nearly 10 feet long. The only way to protect yourself from turning to stone is to reflect a basilisk's gaze back into its own eyes. So it will be turned to stone. Suddenly, a heavy breathing becomes louder. Oh no, it's the basilisk! You don't dare turn around. Laris, you whisper, don't turn around. Whatever you do, don't turn around. Stand in place, eyes tightly closed, turning to think of your next move. Evil laughter bursts forth and a voice hisses. Do you know our secret fighter? Come, turn around and meet my pet. Not many come this far, and none leave, except of course your small friend. It seems I made a mistake, but who expects worms to grow backbones? This dungeon is a profitable and pleasant place for me, but I do not intend to let you spoil my fun. Come and turn around. A wild plan forms in your mind, and you don't know if it will work, but it's worth a try. Anything is better than becoming a new statue in the wizard's collection. Quickly, you whisper your plan to Laris. Slowly, the two of you lower your heads and raise your shields at the same time. The highly polished surfaces cover your faces. Perhaps you can reflect the horrible creature's gaze back into its own eyes and turn to stone. You spin around to face the basilisk. You hear a hiss as it approaches, and you feel its hot breath on your legs. Abruptly, there is a crunching, crackling, splintering sound, and then there is only silence. Kalman, you call out. We would go in peace, but there is no answer. Carrick, the halfling says. The breathing has stopped. You peer out from behind your shield. At first, you see only sand. Then you see a scaly hide. The hide is made of stone. The basilisk lies on its side in the sand, frozen forever in stone. It worked, Laris. Our plan worked! But where is Kalman? Asked Laris. Maybe he fled, you respond. If you would like to search the room, you can turn to page 115. Or, perhaps Kalman fled when you turned his basilisk to stone. You may try and open the lock guarding the treasure and turn to page 113. You choose.